With me via telephone. Should be a good friend of mine. He loves driving through Brooklyn. He just released a brand new album titled Yaaleh. Please welcome to the show my good friend Tzvi Silberstein.
Hey, how are you?
Baruch Hashem. So, how are the streets? Are they congested? Is there traffic?
It's slightly congested, but what makes you think I love driving through Brooklyn?
Every time I talk to you, you're in the car. Tzvi Silberstein. Talk to me, Tzvi. Brand new album, Yaaleh. I mean, people are wondering, what is the story with this guy? You know, not even, 2 years ago? Within the last 2 years, you released, first off, your debut album, Simcha, which kind of introduced people to you. And then from there, you went with singing with the biggest names in Jewish music. And when that wasn't enough, literally months later, brand new album.
I love music. I think I mentioned that last time we spoke. But there's a bit of a pattern. The last one was to explore all the different styles within Jewish music. Mm-hmm. And this one is to explore more of the genres outside of Jewish music.
So explain what that means, genres outside of Jewish music. I've listened to this album nonstop since I got it. My kids already, both of them, have it on their iPods. People online are talking to me, people in Israel, like listener Yehuda. Looking forward to the interview with Tzvi. Please tell him he's really outdone himself here, and the whole album is amazing. So he's contacting us from Israel.
Tell him thank you. I really always appreciate feedback, good or bad. I love feedback. Feedback helps you grow.
And I am actually one of those who can agree. Tzvi loves feedback, especially if it's bad. Because he wants to know what to fix, or he just wants to know why he didn't like. There are times where somebody is just extremely picky, or they don't like anything, and in that case, Tzvi knows there's nothing to say. But if it's constructive criticism, then it's definitely something he can put into his arsenal. Because who knows? 6 months down the line, Tzvi could have another album.
We're already working on it.
So
it's already in the works.
See, brand new album. I mean, I think we met Yitzy Waldner in the middle of production of Kol HaKochavim.
Yes.
That was the introduction, and all of a sudden I'm seeing 12 tracks. 12, not one, not two, not three. 12 tracks. What is it about Yitzy Waldner that you did an entire album with him, Tzvi?
Yitzy's the man. But we've become very close friends. But he's so versatile, and he understands all forms of music. And when you sit down and you talk to him and express what you want, he's just an amazing composer. He's incredible. He's a genius. Amazing.
So by the way, if that's the way he is, Tzvi, how hard was it trying to find just 12 songs?
We had more than 12. We just didn't get around to finishing them all. But they're going on the next album. And we're going to continue to write. We already have 6. For the next one. Mm-hmm. So far, Yitzy's been the go-to guy.
Now, we've discussed this in the past, and I'm sure you're going to be all innocent and whatnot, but you co-composed some of these songs with Yitzy. They weren't just Yitzy's compositions, were they?
We sit together and we write together, but Yitzy's Yitzy. So without Yitzy sitting there, I wouldn't come up with what I come up with. So it's all Yitzy.
So while other artists go and put their names composed by me and him, you don't really, you're not looking for that kind of fame.
That's not my forte. I work on my vocals. I work on perfecting different styles of my vocal, different shades, different colors. And Yitzy's the composer, and I know my place, and he has his, and that's what makes it a great team.
Now, listener Shlomi from Chicago is telling me that he's enjoying your vocals. He wants to know about this falsetto you're using a lot in the slow songs, if there's anything behind it. I told him I would ask you because he's writing it on Facebook here.
It's definitely not falsetto, which is what's throwing people off a little bit. It's a mixture between falsetto and regular voice, which is called sotto voce, which is an in-between voice. Mm-hmm. It took me a really long time to develop with this new teacher that I have, and we've been working on it for a long time. And finally, when I worked on it and tried it on this album in the studio, it really started to come out. And I hope it only gets better.
So what is it exactly, if you can explain it to the listeners, for those who haven't heard the album yet?
Falsetto is considered false. The word means false. It means a fake voice. It's a higher, softer pitch, but there's no body to it.
Okay.
And then you have chest voice or chest register, which is full body. Mm-hmm. And then there's something that's not really used in the Jewish music world all that much, and it's right in the middle between those two.
Uh-huh.
And that's called mid voice or sotto voce.
Well, I can tell you that I've been enjoying it. Tzvi Silberstein with us via telephone talking about his latest hit album. The album is entitled Yaaleh. Listener Adina in London wants to know, So why did Tzvi Silberstein have to include brachas in his song, in his album, if Mordechai just had it on his album?
Oh, okay, that's a touchy subject. First of all, me and Mordechai are good friends. I love the guy to death. Great guy to be around. Always a boatload of fun. Just really a great friend.
So you're saying that this song was supposed to be on your album, which was supposed to come out before Mordechai's album?
Correct. But Mordechai's incredibly talented and lightning quick, and he beat me to the finish line. So when he got there, he's like, "Can I put it on mine?" And I didn't really see an issue with it. So there are 12 other tracks to listen to.
Right.
So I just threw it on as a bonus, I guess.
No, I definitely hear that. Tzvi Silberstein. So the one thing I was curious about this song was I wanted to know if the two of you were in session together when you recorded this song, or there were two different sessions where you weren't in the room at the same time.
No, we were there at the same time.
Oh, the energy there must have been amazing.
It was through the roof, literally.
Where's the video footage from that, Tzvi? Where's the video footage from that?
I have it, but you need to have a release signed by everybody else.
Listener Shmuel in Chicago wants to know about the background vocals in Yaaleh.
Yes. Interesting. It's a group, Ethiopian group from Eretz Yisrael that did those background vocals to give it the authentic sound.
Ethiopian. So you saying that Yaaleh is an Ethiopian style song?
No. I'm just telling you who did the background vocals, but they were able to muster up that color that I needed to get that sound.
Well, I think I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy the ending. Shoo yabayayeo. It's very, very cool. Very like African. What was it, like 2 weeks ago, Levi Falkowitz posted a video on his social media of him doing bench, and I was like, wow, Tzvi's album is out 5 days and already a premier singer is covering his song. How the heck did that happen?
Of all people, Levi, right?
Yes.
He's amazing. He's incredible. We were talking the day before, and he was listening to the album as we were talking, and he just said, "Can you send me the sheets to this song?"
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay. And then a day later, he sends me a clip, and he's just a great guy.
I got to tell you,
enjoyed the song.
This is fast becoming a favorite of a lot of our listeners. As a matter of fact, this song's been in the 9 at 9 the last 2 weeks. There were 2 songs there this week, wow. Yaaleh and Bench. You know, it's very funny. You know, when somebody puts out an album, they're kind of more attached to certain songs. So you never know what's going to take. But with the 9 at 9, literally every other week, songs are switching around. One of the first songs we debuted after Todah, of course, was Omar Loy, which is track 4, which has a very, I would say, country feel. What was the conception behind this song, Tzvi?
I love country music.
Really?
Yes, I do. I'm a big fan. I know most people don't like to admit what they listen to outside of, but I do really enjoy country music. It has a lot of soul, a lot of hearts, if you will. And that's really where the inspiration came from. And there have been very far and few in between of really good country tracks in Jewish music. So I really wanted to try to attack it. And, of course, Yitzy came to the forefront and blew it out of the water.
Well, I would say this is probably more of a country/pop song than just a country song.
Yeah, country definitely has evolved towards the pop realm, but yeah, I agree.
Now, on your previous albums, I believe Donnie Gross was the sole arranger. On this album, I see Donnie, Ravid Kashti, Ron Tichon. What was the thought behind breaking out and trying different people or giving them the option to arrange different songs?
That was actually Donnie's idea.
Really?
Donnie decided... He decided that he wanted to develop different sounds within the album, and we're very alike in terms of wanting to learn and grow in what we're doing, and he felt that he can learn and grow from having other people around in the team, and it was his idea to reach out to these other people.
Wow. I can tell you that it did wonders for the album. Not that he doesn't do an amazing job. I think between your album and Shalshela's Jr. and Shirei Pinchas albums and Yossi Green's Shades of Green that he just put out with Shlomo Simcha, Donnie's, showing everybody that think he's a one-trick pony. Every time you see him, it's something new going on with Donnie. So definitely very talented.
It really is. He definitely is. Some more coming out, I believe he's working on now, too.
Yeah, I believe he's working on Shell Senior, and then that project we're not allowed to talk about in public yet.
Right. Right.
Track 10 is fast becoming one of my favorites. I played it for our listeners last week. I just can't put my finger on, what kind of song is it? Track is entitled V'Sechezena. What is the story with this song?
It's a fusion of a couple of different genres, but it came out partially because we were in a really good mood and wanted to write something very different, and we were having a lot of fun. And then by the end of the session, we're like, wow, this song's pretty good. And then we just tweaked it a little bit, and I really could. There was no source or root or inspiration drawn for it. It just came to be.
And Yitzy had the words from the beginning, or is it just a tune that you then?
Yes.
Really?
No, Yitzy had the words from the get go.
And it's a very unique song because it starts at a very high range and then goes down from there.
Right, and then it drums back up, and in between, it has. It was just more to work on. That was.
Definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, Tzvi Silberstein with us via telephone, talking about his brand new album, Yaaleh, available now through Mostly Music. It's available through Aderet Music. It's on iTunes. Is it on Amazon and Google Play as well, Tzvi, right?
On everything you could possibly be.
Anything you could possibly be. No excuse not to have the album.
Exactly.
The album is produced
I want you to listen to it. I want you to hear it. And I want them to send you feedback, and you'll let me know about it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it there. Album produced by Donnie Gross and Yitzy Waldner. This is Yitzy's now breaking out from Shweki to Mordechai Shapiro to Tzvi Silberstein. I can't get over the amazing things we've been seeing from Yitzy Waldner. The funny thing is, my kids are all about fast songs. I am also about fast songs. When I heard track 3, Mishkan Shalom, which is more of I'm putting it in the category of like wedding song or chuppah song, and you and Yitzy, just the background vocals and the duet just kind of like blew my mind.
Of all the duets, these two on this album were the greatest challenge from two different perspectives. Mordechai is incredible. He's just an incredible vocalist. Just hands down. Like to stand up next to a guy like that is not easy.
Right.
And then you have Yitzy, who just took me by surprise. Was like, he's like, let's maybe do this song together. And he started singing, and my jaw just dropped. It was like, wow. I love it. I love when I'm singing with somebody that pushes me to grow and get better.
So when Yitzy chose this song, when Yitzy played you this song, Tzvi, and you decided you wanted it, how do you decide English, Hebrew, or just Chumash, Tehillim? How do you decide which direction? How do you know to contact Miriam Israeli?
Well, that's the great thing about Miriam Israeli. She writes in 4 different languages. So
you're giving her the song and saying just do something. That's it.
No, we give her the concept, the idea, and then she'll write it either in English or in Hebrew. And if we don't like it, then we'll switch languages and we'll play around with it until it works.
So was this written originally as English or originally as Hebrew?
No, this one was in Hebrew and then just stayed there. But there were others that were in English that switched over.
Interesting. Now I wonder if Todah was all English.
It was.
Oh, there you go. So Tzvi, you released 2 music videos in a really short time after never releasing a music video. First one was Todah, of course, with which was a very cute and comical video, more about things going wrong in the day and saying Todah Hashem regardless of the situation. And then more recently, what was
Magen
it? Magen Avos, the piano track, the bonus track of the album. Track 12 or 13 that has the just the piano track. That was more of a performance track. I mean, is there more in the works, or are you done till the next album?
No, there's definitely another one in the works. This one's a little more complicated to pull off, but we're trying. So we'll see
now I have to figure out. Okay, is it going to be like Brachas, or is it going to be Omar Loy? I got to tell you, I think the 2 personalities of you and Mordechai on a video would just be way, way too much. But people would have so much fun watching the 2 of you together.
Yeah, we might keep them away from doing other things, but no, definitely when he's around, when we're in the same room with Donnie and Yitzy, it's electric. I got to say though, it's probably mostly because of Morty, but he's just an incredible personality. Like he'll light up a room the minute he walks in, and I think everybody knows that wherever he goes, people are following, and it's just it's props to him. But there's a lot of energy going on when we're all around.
Definitely is, and that's the thing that I like. That's the way I see the 2 of you together. You both are very positive people with the sunny outlook on life, which is not always easy all the time. But when the 2 of you get together, it's got to be an explosion.
It's it's pretty it's amazing to be around. I think we both feel it, so it's definitely a lot.
So we got a few.
We'll call you over next time.
Definitely. We got a few questions here from Yehuda in Israel. He starts off, when did the connection with Ari Goldwag come about?
The first album, we worked on a song together 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
That's right. That's right.
La'ira.
That was a gorgeous song there. And you released that as a single also.
Yeah.
And he says, how do you feel having your song in Kobi Sela's Mitzad Hamalot?
I love it. What's not to like?
His last question is, what's going on with the publicity in Israel? I'm not sure exactly what that means.
Neither do I.
Neither do I.
But if you clarify the question, then we can definitely work on.
Definitely.
We'll send them back the answer.
Tzvi Silberstein with us via telephone. So, Tzvi, tell us, what's next with Tzvi Silberstein? What can we come to expect in the coming years?
A couple of music videos, a new album. We're working on some stuff now, so just different shades of me is more, what you can expect. I think I'm showing a lot of different sides to what I can do and who I can be and what I am. So there's more to come.
Well, the truth is, Tzvi, from what I see, is that there are very different sides to singers. There are singers, even in the secular world, there are those that want to do music their way, that don't care about their producers or the consumers. And then there are those that only want to give consumers what you want. The ones that kind of come with a shopping list. Okay, I need 2 dances. I need a freilach. I need a this. I think you started off your first album with let's do an album that people are used to hearing. And now you're like, okay, now that I'm creative and, I'm enjoying what I'm putting out and I'm getting good feedback, let me just do what I like and experiment.
Yep, that's where that's the mark we've hit. So,
well,
greatest part of music is to be experimental and see what fits and what doesn't. And
100%. And I'm sure you're getting amazing feedback from fans and family around the world.
Yes, definitely it has been very, very positive. And like you said earlier, I love negative because negative just helps you grow.
Right.
All feedback is great.
Well, listener AY, who's a singer himself in Chicago, says, Yossi, if you get this before you're off the phone, Tzvi, can you tell him I especially enjoy Ani Hashem? What secular style is that? 80s music?
It's more of a 80s rock ballad. Not rock ballad, 80s rock, I'm saying.
Yeah, well, AY, there's your answer. Maybe the two of you can work together on the next album. Tzvi,
definitely tell AY to shoot me an email and we'll talk.
Well, AY, there you go. Tzvi Silberstein. You can follow him on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tzvi Silberstein, and of course his social media is probably the most interesting from any Jewish singers out there. Tzvi lets you know what's going on. He's unfiltered. You'll know everything that's going on in his day. If he's stuck in an elevator, if he's drinking a coffee, or if he's singing in the street, no matter what's going on. Follow Tzvi for more. Tzvi, I want to wish you Hatzlacha Rabbah. Have an amazing winter.
Oh, man, thank you so much. You too.
I am anxiously awaiting any new songs you're sending.
I will send them to you as soon as they're ready.
Tzvi is amazing. He sends me songs sometimes just because. It might not be in an album. It might just go back into MED's vault or something. But he's like, I was having fun with this, so what do you think? Anyway, Tzvi, have a great day. Thanks again.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Take care.